Hello, welcome back to my channel. So you might notice that the background behind me is completely different. That is because I finally have organized my spare room into a proper makeup room. And let me tell you, and I tell you, I am in love. I am in love. I can finally see what products I have, which has been very, very helpful because, as you guys know, I'm trying to minimize my buying and this is helping. I finally see all my palettes, I know what I've got, yada yada yada. Anyways, to today's look, I'm going to be doing a turquoise look. It's going to be no blending, nothing on the lower lash line, but I'm hoping it's going to look bomb because I'm going to try and make my skin look flawless. Will I succeed? Only God knows. Only God knows. But first things first, I am going to prime using my Plouise base just so my lids are blank. I've already started on one eye. You can kind of see the difference. I'll zoom you guys in as well. So this one's just, it just looks cleaner compared to my dark circles woggy eye on my left. So I'm just going to put a light layer of this all over my lid. Just going to put it roughly with the brush, and then with my finger I'm just going to tap it out like so. Really quick, really easy. Now I'm going to go in with another Plouise base. This time it's the Acid Rain collection and I'm going to go in with Nitro. So this shade here. I'm going to use a thin brush like that, like a little thin art brush for the time being, only because I actually want to cut out the shape of what I'm going for. I've been drawing my crease way up here and I feel like it suits my eyes heaps more than what I was doing it before. So that's what I'm going to be doing. How I do it is I look straight into my mirror and I literally just draw the line right there. Like I just map it out, and I'm also gonna wing this, so I really want this to come out here, and then I'm gonna double back on it. I've just extended that a little bit here in the inner corner. Now I need to try and mimic the same on the other eye, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Will they be the same? Only God knows. Okay, so you should have something like this. So I've winged it out and I've cut it up here. They look quite similar to me. I mean, I could be wrong, but according to my eyeballs, they look quite similar. Now I'm going to get a flat brush. I'm going to coat the brush on both sides, and then I'm going to fill in that gap. So I'm just going to color that all in. Now apparently with these Acid Rain collection, you only need a little bit of product, or else if you put too much it tends to crease. I'm still trying to work that out because I feel like even though I use a little amount of product, I still find it creases. So I'm gonna see how we go today, but this is just a really gorgeous color. So just making sure you color the whole section in. Doesn't matter about that little boo-boo that we did there because we haven't done our base, so we can clean that up with concealer at the end. Okay, so we've got something like, we've got something like this. I'm going to go into my Blue Blood by Jeffree Star, and I'm going to go into Flourishing, which is just this shade right here, and I'm going to set that base. Now I know that they say you don't need to set this base, but honestly I'm trying to prevent as much creasing as I can. So I'm going to set it, and I just feel like this will help amp up the color as well, because this Flourishing shade is quite similar to that base that we used. So we're just going to use that. And I'm going to literally pack that on, making sure I don't go over the edge here. Keep that within the line, so kind of think of it as colouring in. Best way to describe it. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush. Maybe I'll go in with an angled brush, just so I can get into this corner section here without going completely AWOL. And you know what? I might use that angled brush as well, just to go over this edge here. Okay, so you'll have something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. Okay, so you're going to have something like this. So we're going to move on to the face for the time being. I'm going to leave the eyes for now. Okay, so I'm going to prime first. I'm going to use my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright face primer. And I'm going to mix in some strobe cream afterwards. I'm so excited, I've nearly finished this. So I'm going to squirt some out on the back of my hand. I'm just going to use my fingers just to blend that in. I have Mount Everest on my nose here, right there. That decided to show up this morning. So that's great. Am I going to climb it? Probably not. But I have picked it, which is great. Okay, and then I'll just go in with some MAC strobe cream just for a little bit of more luminosity. Again, using my fingers, and I'm just going to rub that all in. Okay, next, foundation. So I have the best concoction of foundation ever, and the best thing is they are drugstore. So I am going to be mixing the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation with my Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation. These two I'm going to mix together. I'm just going to pump an equal amount of each on the back of my hand. I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to swirl my brush, mix it around. I'm just going to place that on my face and blend it in. I don't know what it is about these two foundations together, but bloody amazing. Okay, so that's looking really good. Now, time for concealer. I'm going to use 3. These are the Born This Way Sculptin something concealer. So I'm going to use the light shade first, right here underneath my eyes. I'm going to also use this to sharpen up the edges here of the eyeshadow. This one as well I'm actually running out of, which makes me extremely happy. I'm going to put that a little bit there. Now, for the rest of my face, I'm going to mix in my actual shade, this darker shade. I'm going to plop that there so you can not see Mount Everest anymore. I'm going to apply some coverage here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the darker shade as a contour slash bronzer. And a little bit of this goes a really long way. So I'm just going to put a little bit like that. Then, using the BH brush, I'm going to start roughly tapping it underneath my eyes. Just here on the edges though. I'm going to leave that part there. It's going to look quite ridiculous for the time being, but trust the process. Then I'm going to blend out here roughly as well. Blend this roughly as well. Then I'm going to really focus the blending of that darker shade. And you'll see I'm going to mix it in with this lighter concealer here. I'm going to bring it up to my temples. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. brush. This is the 103, and just watch it all melt together. I'm still going to avoid underneath my eyes. You can see how instantly that just blended all together. Now for underneath my eyes, I'm actually going to go in with the Real Technique setting brush, and I'm just going to dab that out. Any little crevices that we're afraid to go into, we're just going to use like a flat, fluffy brush just to help us get in there, and also get right under here as well. And I'm just patting that in. I'm not going to sweep that. And I'll go back in with my Real Technique setting brush, and again just dabbing that out. And see that bit there? We'll go back in with our e.l.f. brush and tap 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 tap, and that just blends it together. Okay, now we're going to set and forget. I'm going to go in with my Revlon Sculpt and Highlight palette, And I'm going to use the banana shade. You can see it's well loved. Just again on my Real Techniques setting brush. I'm going to use that to set underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to bring that right here across on the side of my nose, and that instantly just adds that extra bit of brightness. I'm going to mix these two shades here, same brush, and I'm going to start to contour my cheekbones. Just really lightly, I don't want too much of a contour. Down the side of my nose, but mainly focusing it right here, where my eyebrow meets my nose. That's where I'm mainly focusing it, because I really want to bring some 3D-ness back to my face. Now, you can see that there's a massive difference. That's fine, you know why? Because we're going to bronze. I'm going to actually go in with my Mecca Max Sunlit Skin Bronzer, and I'm going to use a Real Techniques, I think this is a powder brush, it's rubbed off, but I'm pretty sure it's a powder brush, and I'm going to really bronze my skin up. And as we bronze, you'll notice that the harshness of the yellow powder and our skin is not as apparent, if that makes sense. What I'm also going to do is I'm also going to take Max Global Glow. Now this is a shimmery bronzer, and I'm just going to use a little bit of this just to add more bronziness, but also a highlighter, because I'm actually unsure if I want to go in with a proper highlighter. I'm going to also bring that slightly down my neck. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to put some mascara and some lashes on, and then we'll finish off the lips and the eyebrows. The eyebrows, trust me, super easy. Eyelashes are on. That's how we're looking with the lashes on. I've already put my earrings and stuff on because that's it, we're nearly done. So for brows, what I've been loving to do is I like to get my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and this is in the shade Granite, and I scrape off the bulk of it on the tube, is that what you call it? And then I start off at the end here, and I just brush that through like so, and I'll lightly brush it through the front, but not too much. I'll show you why in a moment. So I'll do the same on the other eyebrow, focusing it in the middle, then working my way out. A little bit at the front, not too much. Then I'll go in with my Benefit 24-hour brow setter, this one here, and this is where I'll brush up the front of my brows, and this will also help cement my brows in so that they literally do not move. Now I know they're quite bushy, but you know what? That's what we've got when we're in quarantine. There, simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Lips. Lips, I'm going to go in with this Too Faced lipstick. It's just a creamy nude lipstick. This is in the shade Topless. I don't think I'm going to be using eyeliner. I'm going to try not to use eyeliner, but we'll see how we go. I want a really nude lip. Work that in with my finger. Me likey. I'm not going to use lip liner. You can, feel free to, but I'm not. And that is the finished look. Super easy. I feel like it's fresh, very bright, youthful, if I do say so. Oh, well, youthful? I mean, would you say youthful? Oh yeah, sort of, you know, with the no mascara, no things underneath the lash line. Maybe. I don't know, you tell me. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to tell you guys. I didn't put any mascara on my lower lash lines. Oh, lash lines? I didn't put any mascara on my lower lashes, so they're bare. That's that. And yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment, subscribe if you're not already. If you do like these really quick, easy, colourful tutorials, let me know. I can do more. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.